All right, my friends, the new update is out and about to start with some of the events. We're going to do a follow-up from our video 2 days ago where we got the initial info. We're going to run through the dev blog. In addition, here on our main account, we are going to jump into the finish to the season. I got to go quickly here because it's about to end. I got about an hour or so. But I want to talk through the new season pass. And certainly, the big hope here is by the time you see this video, I'm hoping we will know, and I'm honestly hoping that the new pass is out for everybody because it's some pretty big improvements, but we'll get to that here, shortly. Delivery service, Operation Purge, we have some updated information. Update 1.38.0 is out for almost everybody. I did notice on iOS devices, as of the recording, it's not out yet. My hope is by the time this goes up, that's also through. So I play, if you don't know, I play emulator on BlueStacks on my computer to record, but I also do play this game on my phone. And so I have not seen the update yet. But again, by this point, I'm hoping that's already clean and clear and everybody has it. If you don't, check your store, check your respective Google or Apple or Samsung device store, wherever you play. And hopefully you should have the update from there. All right, operations, Wasteland factions, they need our help. We got to rush, do the thing, go to the goals, do the stuff, delivery, all that good stuff. Let's actually read this. This time, you don't have to rush to the other corner of the map. Everything's been set up at your home location. Your goal is to assemble, pack, send, and ensure the delivery of cargoes of varying value levels. That's pretty nice. So we have it confirmed that it's at your main base, and we're going to be doing that. Everything you need for assembly and shipment is probably collecting dust in your chests. See about that. You'll require all kinds of resources, duct tape and wiring to springs and steel. Again, so hopefully some basic materials up to some more expensive materials, but you'll get the respective rewards for that. The more valuable the components, the more invoices you'll receive for a successful delivery. That's a little coupon-esque things that we saw in the last video. Worthwhile rewards. Rank 3 pups, cool. Rare blueprints, both EXBPs, drone blueprints, gas cylinders, we have anti-spore weapons, and genomes. So delivery looks like it's going to start first here. I'm actually pretty excited about this. This looks to be pretty good. Some folks over at the Discord did some fast math just based on what we see. But again, we got to really just see this event because some of the values may change. But some of it looked pretty promising, even for basic level packaging. The ability to get some good weapons, the ability to be able to do that. And it seems like a relatively simple thing, especially if you've been playing for a little while. Hopefully you have some of these resources. Now, granted, springs and steel might be more valuable at this point, but you don't have to send those packages, so that part ends up being pretty nice. It's easy to send a delivery. Keep an eye on it using the mobile terminal. Cool. Broken truck. Cool. Home location. Cool. Stay in contact with the wasteland couriers using the console. Anything can happen during a delivery. Your decisions and luck will determine the cargo reaches its destination unscathed. I am going to continue to say this. We'll test this, of course, when we actually get to the event. But if you're familiar with port lab deliveries, I always choose the most dangerous route. Again, sometimes you lose some rep and some of that stuff. It's probably worth it because sometimes the extra stuff that can drop can be pretty dang good. So do keep that in mind. We'll see. We'll test it out. I have a feeling it's going to work very much the same. Will you risk it? Yeah, take a dangerous route or refuse to avoid damage. Choice is yours. Cool. We know that this is going to be running now from the 2nd to the 12th. So it's a shorter duration than we saw previously. August 2nd to the 12th. So we have 10, 11 days as of the count of it. So that's still pretty good. I think you're going to be able to get some decent rewards from this. Again, hopefully without spending a whole lot of expensive resources. Hopefully it's all pretty reasonable. But time will tell. We will jump in. After providing supplies to the Wasteland residents, tidying up your chests and all the constant risk, you'll be a new mission to complete, Operation Purge. A lot of these folks, again, referencing to the Discord, some folks talked about that this is like previous Valentine's events. I saw some comments on one of the videos that a lot of these events feel the same in terms of defeating zombies. At some point, though, that's kind of what it is. I'm a big fan, as I said in the last video, of defeating zombies for tasks because you're going to do that anyways. Anytime you can do that and be rewarded for it, it's a bonus, in my opinion. So, yes, is it a little grindy? Yes, is it a little repetitive? Yeah, it is, sometimes. Genuinely, though, I think that's pretty neat and is helpful. We're going to get Genesis operatives to detect locations. With a suspiciously growing number of zombies, you will need to eliminate the infection hotspots. Otherwise, there is a high risk of losing control over the territories. These locations are marked with hovering drones on the global map. Go there, destroy everything that moves. So again, very much like we've seen in the past, they're doing a lot of these events where they give some kind of world map extra little thing. This is going to be the drone this time. Looks like it's going to be scanning a location. I am very interested to see if there actually will be more zombies at these locations. Going to clear like Bunker Alpha, for instance, or even Motel, for instance, with some extra zombies. Could be interesting, could be at a little bonus risk. Again, it's nice because I do think this is going to be a little bit more like all levels focused versus higher end levels. You know, Hunter's Instinct was kind of like a more advanced levels. Now you could do some progress and get some things early, but obviously to get the most of everything you needed the boat. These events specifically feel like we'll see how the drone system works and like how many locations and what you need to do for that. That's the only thing I'm a little worried about or skeptical about. But if it's like you can get a bunch of locations and they just give you a few every day and you can go clear them, this could be pretty good. And again, if it's just basic locations like Farm, Motel, Bunker Alpha, that's pretty good. I'd actually really like that. I think it'd be neat. So killing zombies is going to grant you reputation. You get stripes, as we had seen. You can exchange for rewards. There is a Genesis operative skin. There's the backpack. This looks sweet, by the way. Like, this is one of the few times I've really wanted to grind for a costume and a cosmetic. So I'm pretty stoked about this. The backpack, I'm okay. The backpack that we saw on the back had some slots. It actually displays the number of empty slots inside, which is actually kind of neat. That's cool. I don't know how helpful that is, but it is really cool. It only works in the wastelands. It won't work in the crater due to interference. So that's pretty cool. Vinyl record with Operation Purge. There are other ways to get stripes. You can encounter other Genesis operatives, living or dead. So there's going to be a few ways, it seems like, maybe in some locations, to stumble on them, grab some stripes from them. So that could be pretty cool. Also, I like this one. Adding an additional reward during this event for defeating the bosses. We'll see how many stripes it is. That's pretty cool, actually. I'm pretty excited about that. Not only going to get genomes and going to, you know, maybe grind for some of the items you need or whatever the case may be, you're also grabbing some extra stuff for this event and kind of extra rewarding you for completing the bosses. So I'm down for that. Operation Purge will take place from August 14th to August 24th. So what, 2 days after this event? And yeah, 2 days after this event, this one will kick off. Seems like August is going to be pretty, pretty full stuff to do outside of your daily tasks and your other grinds. So that's pretty cool. The new tab in the Genesis collection will show you what we got. Genesis collection now features upgrades for all these things. I forgot to mention in my fridge update that the dog crate gets an update. So I'm actually really excited about that and probably going to be purchasing here pretty quickly. So that's what we got from the dev blog. Some good info. Still a few questions out there for us to take a look at. But we're going to get out. We're going to deliver some stuff. And we're going to kill some zombies or some bonuses. Let's jump over. Let's talk Season Pass. And we'll show off a few things really quick. Okay, we're in. We're here. We've got some rewards. Let's really quickly show, while it relates to the update, we have the upgrades. Do I want to do some upgrades? No, I'm going to wait because I could buy all of these. I'm going to do a separate video. If you can't see the dog crate, it's $12.50. It's $12.50 for the dog crate. This is a big one, ladies and gents. Not only does it look really cool, a couple of you in the Discord commented on this, and I do agree. This looks really sweet. Like, the upgrade just looks really neat. Like, I don't know, cosmetically, nice job. That's cool. In addition, more importantly, this is a huge boost. 25 extra puppy slots. If you're grinding dogs and you're trying to work towards getting your true friend, this is huge because now it just kind of extra incentivizes. You can get some extra puppies if you're getting screwed a little bit on the male or female species. Now you can hold a few more and kind of hang on to them and not feel like you need to release so many. Granted, it does impact. This will impact how much food you have to put in and so on and so forth. So you will need to balance that. But if you don't care too much and you've grinded up a bunch of food, 25 extra slots is a lot. So we're going to jump into that. But this is the new Genesis Collection page. It's basically just the updates or the upgrades to these respective things. So you can see here, Fridge Blueprint we'll be able to buy. We can get the additional upgrades. I did get my fridge on my free-to-play account before this, so I have the level 4s. What this looks like is it adds an additional 2 slots, which is really nice at level 5. So that's some good storage updates. And then this increases the capacity. But sorry, had a little pop-up there. I'm going to do a separate video on these later on, so we'll talk about that and a few other things. And then as you would normally see, these really didn't change. Everything is here. What I would expect to see in the next big update, when we get the new region or anything else, they're going to continue to fill this out with other potential probably storage upgrade options. So I like that. That's good. Room for expansion is nice, and being able to add some things. Again, we talked about a handful of additional storages that I would love to see an extra upgrade for. I'm all for that. Let's keep bringing them. So that's pretty cool. And then we got the normal stuff as we typically do here. So, all right, we have just an hour and 25 minutes left. I have the new season pass. So we're going to jump into this. We're going to take a look. One of the changes that did unfortunately happen during the season was this one. One of the most exciting things. This originally had dogs and then coins attached to it. And this 73 was a free crate. This was a free to play crate. I am a little disappointed that the coins are gone here. I am, because I don't remember what it was. It was 30 or 50 or 40 or something like that. It's not a huge amount of coins, right, to give free to play. If you grind to level 73, probably kind of deserve those anyways. Is this the worst change ever? Some people are really going to hate it. It's not. Still being able to get a level 3 pup of specifically Corgi or Rottweiler is really, really good. That is a huge thing, right? You think 2 seasons of getting 2 of these, you got to get a little bit of a decent die roll on the gender. But if you are good, you could essentially be breeding these 2 up into potentially a level 4 dog. That's pretty cool. So I still like this crate. I still like this pass overall. If you didn't see me walk through it, there's some good stuff. There are some pretty significant changes here, ladies and gents. I really hope that they go with this pass for everybody. I think it's going to be welcome. This is not a free. Obviously, we have the premium pass. Anywhere where you see coins is a premium pass crate, so do keep that in mind. There's some good premium stuff. There's some good non-premium stuff. That one's not a great crate, obviously. There is a lot more coins, it feels like. I didn't actually do the math, but you have some levels where there's just purely coins. Actually, is this free to play? Did they move these to here? I don't remember seeing this before. This might not. Is blue free? Blue's free. The blue ones are free. Maybe? I don't understand what the little stripes are at the bottom. I don't remember, to be honest with you. That can't be free. These are free for sure. I know that. These don't have little stripies. Maybe this is. I don't know. That could be huge. That could be huge. But overall, ladies and gents, this is a better pass. It's just a better pass. There's a lot of good stuff here. Like things like this. This is a free crate right here. The ability to grab this stuff, right? You can grab some woolen fabric from the northern region that saves you some grinding. Rubber is usually pretty important. Carbon composite is absolutely huge. That's only at level 23. You got this crate upgraded a little bit, updated a little bit. Engine parts and springs are really, really nice. You need some wrenches early on as well. So again, some good stuff in here. The biggest thing that I will highlight is, where is it? I forget which crate it's in. This is a good one. I think this is a free to play one. I'm pretty sure, right? Like some good meds. Revolver if you want nothing else. You have your blueprints right here. This is not a free to play crate, but it has the blueprints in it. This is a free to play one, I'm pretty sure. So some good resources there. This right here, it's back. It's finally back into the pass. Plus, you have some additional options to grab some more of these. I do believe that's a free to play one. That's a sweet crate. Like, it just feels like the crates really got leveled up. And again, if you pay for the pass, you have a lot of opportunities to pick up Some good stuff like this one. This is pretty sweet, right? You need Genesis weapons, or you need some of these other things. And even if you're not here yet and you're buying the pass and getting to this level, and maybe you don't need as many of the coins, like you could start to get a stockpile on some of these weapons for the locations you know are coming up, which I think is pretty cool. So I have always been big proponent, ladies and gents, of if you're going to support the game in any way, the season pass has always felt like the best way to do it. And I think this new one is pretty sweet. So it's good. It's good. It's a good. Some of them stayed the same, but that's okay too. And got our drone blueprint. All right. So we got exactly just over into level 80. So let's take everything. I want to select my crates. What do I want here? I usually default. It gets to a point where a lot of these resources don't end up being super helpful for you. You just don't need them. Like, we can grind this stuff pretty easy. So a lot of times I just take weapons, because weapons are going to be really good. Now, me personally, I think one of the best species outside of like the northern and the island region dogs, because I haven't messed around a ton with those, Rottweilers get some fantastic true friend perks. So I'm going to be picking Rotties here, and I will take some extras. What's crazy here is I almost actually want to take the lenses, which I'm gonna. I don't need a ton of these materials. I need lenses though, ironically enough. I like having a variation of weapons here. I'm gonna take a sport pistol. Again, that's just a good crate. This is a basic crate. Nothing real to do here. I like having, these are good to have. Sometimes you need them for some prying open some doors. So I'll take the crowbars. It's all fine. Here, take the shotgun. Here, I'm insta snapping carbon composite. Even still now, you can use this if you have your repair weapon bench, weapon repair bench. I don't know why I said it that way. Sorry, I'm leaving that in there. Not cutting this part out. You can use carbon composite a lot for your repairing your weapons. So this ends up still being very, very helpful in many instances, especially your Genesis weapons, which is really nice. I'll take some springs here. Yeah, that's fine. Springs are good for level ups and upgrading. This is cool. See, again, if you don't need manual earth drills, right? If you're not at the island region yet, that's cool. You can grab some copper or some weapon parts. Like, I'm happy with this one. If you just need weapons, I'm actually going to take a manual earth drill here, because just having these in the inventory for when I'm going to do my farming runs, if something breaks and I need to finish a daily task or whatever, this is going to be really good. So big upgrade on this. Here, this one's interesting. I'm going to take the katana, but I think you could easily grab your tan fur, your thick leather, heck, your gas. I got a lot of gas saved up, even the rubber. So another good crate. Listen, titanium alloy is extremely expensive to make, even for me. And that's, I don't know if that's saying a lot. I'm not trying to brag, but like, I have a lot of resources, but this is expensive. So another good paid crate, of course, because it has the coins. But I'm taking some alloy, ladies and gents. Here, this is also an interesting one, because both your inhalers and your warming first aid kits are good for those respective regions when you're on the grind. I'm gonna take the Colt Python, but just because I have pretty good stockpiles of these. But even grabbing some extra meds or a saw blade mace, another just solid crate. I love puppies. For those that are like, need these, it's probably some blasphemy, getting yelled at for not taking this, but I don't need them. I have all of the weapon mods that we need, with the exception of the Dragunov. I am taking that. Here, I'm absolutely slamming some ash planks. I would also really consider fuel or the Uzi, but I will grab those. This one's another interesting one. This one's probably, I don't know. I wish this was a little bit more, to be honest. I wish you got a few more. This is a third of a red crate. This is 3 crates. I wish you got 5 of these, or they made this a blue. I would probably take that over a lot of the rest of this. This is about a third-ish or so. It's a little less than a third of an alpha sector crate at Port Lab. I'm just gonna grab the C4 here. Ooh. Titanium? Shotgun? Titanium? Shotgun? All good stuff. Again, good crate. Good crate. Here you go. Another chance. Actually, this is another tough one. I'm gonna take the genomes. I'll take some genomes. Here, this is an easy choice for me. I'm grabbing this immediately. We have a good stockpile of our Genesis weapons. Scorcher's also a good consideration, but I think I'm going to be grinding more of the island region. So again, having these in the inventory makes a lot of sense for me. Roddy, easy. I don't like grinding this, so I'm going to take the spore aside. Yep, that's what I'm doing. Whew. This is another tough one. VSS and the grenade launcher are great. I don't need that. I don't need that. I'm going to take the genomes. We got some genome purchases coming up. Insta snap here. Insta snap keep for a drone blueprint so we can do our openings. Look at all this stuff. Again, this is the premium. This is the premium pass. This is my selections of items, so you would see some variants here. This is just good stuff, guys and gals. Look at the genomes. We picked a couple of these. Well, we picked the 120 and the 200, I think. 2, 3, 4, like 5. That's 8. We're talking like 800 genomes. Coins in the pass itself. So 65, 90, 95, 100 and... I mean, that's a good amount of coins in the pass itself, and I didn't even pick those. We got rations. This is just... It's better. It's better. And I'm happy with it. I'm happy with it. So, that's what we got here today. Sorry for my rambles. That's what we got. That's the news. Now, if you're not familiar with how this works, essentially what will happen is if we were to finish out and grab this additional crate, we would get a roll of additional crates. So you'd see these run through here. You can see possible rewards is all of this different stuff. So a new set of rewards randomly selected from the list to choose from each infinite chest. So this is your options. So they put in EXBPs. So you have the chance to get those. You have C4, the only 2 extremely rares. You have a couple other good rare things, but even the not rare stuff, even the stuff not highlighted, these infinite crates are pretty solid. Probably the worst thing is aluminum plates or sand, to be honest with you. And at this point, probably seaweed. That could go. But the rest here is pretty good. Pretty good. So sorry we didn't grind anymore. We will try to do our best in the next season. But that was a good opening. So I got a few things to finish up. We're going to go over. We got a couple of days left of Hunter's Instinct. We got that capped out. So I think in the next episode, in the next video, we're going to jump into some storage upgrades here. Now that we have, we're almost at capped. We're almost capped at the genomes. That's cool. We're probably going to grab all these. So we'll do all the upgrades for that, showcase what we got there. And then I think we'll jump over to Hunter's Instinct and wrap that up as well. Maybe grab a few things. So hopefully this was helpful. Hope you enjoyed. If you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button for us. We're on our way to 10K. We're about halfway there. Really do appreciate all the support. Do lots of Last Stand Earth videos, news, updates. We have a free-to-play series, all that good stuff. If you're stopping in for the first time, be sure to stick around, check all of our playlists. I've talked about the Discord about 1,000,000 times. Links in the description. Come join us. We'd love to have you over there. Keep the discussion going. It's been popping. It's been lively. Love you all. Appreciate you. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace.